Hello everyone, this is MADDOG. Today we're going to be learning how to use the laser guided bombs on board our F-16. Laser guided bombs are precision munition. They can be used against fixed targets or moving targets, and they will follow a laser beam all the way down to the target. This laser beam today will be fired from our own targeting pod, but it could very well be from another airplane's targeting pod or a JTAC on the ground. Let's get started. All right, let's take a look at the controls we're going to be using today. First, TMS. Next, DMS. Weapon release. Trigger first detent. Missile step. Expand FOV. Man range. And radar cursor switch. Before stepping on board, we're going to have to talk to our technicians and let them know what the laser code we're going to be using today so that they can set it on our bombs. Now, before we start the jet up, we're going to have to put in our laser code in our Kneeboard. So we call up the Kneeboard with Shift K, and our assigned code today is 1616. So the first two numbers, we won't have to change them. The two last ones, we're going to use right shift, right alt, and the 0 and minus signs, which are at the top row of your keyboard and not on the right side. So let's go ahead, right shift, right alt, and 0. Change that to a 1. And then the minus sign, change that to a 6. 1616. Let's get rid of the Kneeboard and start up the airplane. All right, now that the airplane is running, we're going to go and set up our laser. So we're going to go on the ICP list, 0 for miscellaneous, 5 for laser, and we're going to set our TGP code. This is the laser code that our own targeting pod is going to fire out. So we are using 1616. Enter LST code, laser spot track. Would be if we wanted our TGP to find a laser beam being launched by another airplane or a JTAC. And we'll just leave it at 1688 for today. And we're going to go double down all the way down to laser start time. So that is the number of seconds before the impact of our bomb that the laser is going to start firing. Usually 8 seconds is more than enough. So 8 and then return. Let's go flying and find some targets. Okay, we're now making our way towards a waypoint, a steer point, which we know that we have a few targets. So let's start our working process. Master arm, laser arm on for today. Air to ground, select, and we are going to use CCRP drop mode today. So on the right side on the SMS page, we have 4 GBU12 selected. We're going to drop one at a time, and we can use the missile step button on the stick of the F-16 to switch from CCIP to CCRP mode. Here we go. CCRP is confirmed on our right MFD and also in the heads-up display. Left side, we're going to bring up our targeting pod, TGP. Here we go. Now that screen is showing not soy, so this is not the sensor we are working with. Let's make it so. DMS, switch down. Here we have the white square around our MFD, and the letters not soy have disappeared. Currently in TV mode, we're going to go TMS left to be in white hot mode. Expand FOV, we'll start the zoom in. Let's wait for that cloud to move out of the way. Let's use man range to zoom in. Here we go. We have a few tanks sitting on the ground. Let's pick up this one. Once our crosshairs are above our target, we go TMS up. And I'm going to use the first detent of the trigger to fire out my laser. We see the L1616 flashing. This is going to give our system a much more precise position of our target. which is going to make our drop a lot more precise. Bottom right corner of our heads-up display is showing 21 miles to the target. And as we make our way inbound, we make sure that we're following the azimuth steering line, that long vertical line in the center of the HUD, with the flight path vector on it. Cross-check with your left MFD. Make sure that your aim is good, which I'm refining right now. A little squirt of the laser again. Now, as the countdown, as we can see in the heads-up display bottom right, we've got 33 seconds before the first symbology, which is the dive DOS, or the max DOS anticipation cue. So we're going to wait for that countdown to finish, and another one will start, and this is the one we're going to use. We're going to do a straight and level drop today. And after we drop our bomb, since the targeting pod is on the right side of the airplane, we're going to break out left in order not to overfly the target area, and giving as much chance as we can to our targeting pod not to be masked. Speaking of it, I see clouds in front of us, so that's why I'm diving underneath the cloud. I don't want the clouds to mask the laser beam to the target. Here's the toss anticipation cue, 3 seconds. And the big circle starts to flash. We're not using this one. Countdown has started again. 20 seconds to go. Make sure in my left MFD that my aim is good. I'm going to use expand FOV to zoom out a bit. 10 seconds to drop. Press and hold the weapon release button and bomb away. Clearing turn to the left. Zoom out on my targeting pod. 6 seconds to impact. The laser has started to fire automatically. And here we go. Shack. Very easy. Let's get set up for another attack. Currently outbound, I'm going to find another target. Let's use this tank. Currently masked. Here we go. TMS up. Short burst of the laser. We are 7 miles away. Let's turn in. Inbound for our second attack. 6 seconds to go. Weapon release, press and hold. Release cue is coming down. Here we go. Bomb away. Clearing turn to the left. Make sure our steering is good, or our aiming is good rather. Expand FOV out. Laser has automatically start to fire. 2 seconds to go. And shack. As you can see, using laser guided bombs with the F-16 is really easy. I invite you to go out and practice, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.